What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Midlife Vibes Tuesday night live stream. What is happening in the world today?
Turn down my volume.
This is a microphone.
I know.
You must use it. Hey, Andrew was the first one here. Carla, how you doing? Oh, Cruz, what's going on? Greg and Cindy, how you doing? I hope all is well. Well as it can be with the new opening guidelines. We're going to talk about those in just a minute here as everyone just jumps on the stream here. But wowzers. That's really all I can say. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Disney Diva Gem. How you doing?
Hi, DDG. Who do we have on? Let's see. We have Andrew, Carla, Cruz, Greg, me, Carla, Disney Diva Gem, and Jackie. You already did that?
I just said hi to all you guys.
I have to say hi to everybody.
And she don't listen to me. I
need to say hi to everybody.
I know you do. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know in the chat how you're doing, what you're doing, what you had for dinner tonight. I had a chicken salad. Mm-hmm. I'm on a diet, as most of you guys know.
We are both dieting.
Yeah.
I've lost about 13 pounds. Hi, Carrie. And how much? Hi, Joe. How many pounds have you lost?
I have lost 16 pounds in a week and a half. Mm-hmm. So kind of
hey, Michael.
Excited about that. How y'all doing? Hey, Carrie. Hey, Michael. We got a great video coming out tomorrow titled Ichiban. Yeah. And we can't tell you too much about Ichiban, but let me just tell you, it's a crazy time.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, Ronnie.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But first and foremost, we got to get into some Disneyland news.
Chicken spaghetti. Hold the noodles for DDG.
Chicken spaghetti.
DDG, I have been gluten-free for about 3 weeks.
Beamy Bop bowls is what Michael had. Awesome. A nice green salad. You know, that's what kind of we had, a nice green salad.
Yeah, with chicken.
So we want to talk about Disneyland. We want to talk about California and the new theme park guidelines and all the fun stuff that has to do with that. And we'll just get right into it with California here. And you can kind of see.
Hey, Jeff Pike, how are you?
Hey, Jeff Pike.
If Lisa's going to say hi to Lisa.
Jeff, you scared me with your boo. Totally scared me. So you see, California is all these crazy, crazy, wonderful colors. And, you know, what we were talking about before, we have purple, red, orange, and yellow. And with Disneyland's new guidelines, not Disneyland's, California's new guidelines, you know that Disneyland County, Orange County, the county that Disneyland is, I'm just saying everything wrong today, has to be in the yellow. And you can see on your screen, to be in the yellow, you have to have less than one daily case per 100,000 people. So that's a hard thing to get to. We have been in the red now for 6 weeks, and that means we are between 4 to 7 cases per 100,000 people. Plus, you have the 5 to 8% positivity rate that you have to have, and if you're then you have to have the 5.3 to 8% health equality or equity metric, which means certain parts of your county have to be low enough for the whole county. Even if your whole county average is okay, you have to have certain parts of it to be good. I know San Francisco just hit yellow today. Let's see how long they can stay there, because I don't know if that's going to be something that they're going to be at for a very long time. You know, this map did not update for them to hit. Oh, wait, there we go. Little yellow, minimal right there. San Francisco right now. Let's see if it pops it up. It's supposed to pop it up. There we go. So San Francisco has 2.5 new COVID cases per day per 100. So I don't know how are they yellow if they're 2.5 cases, because it says less than 1 case. So if they have 2.5 cases, I'm not sure how they accomplish yellow. Well, but you have to hit all of these things. So I'm not sure how they qualify for that, but it says they do. So 1.5 adjusted case rate for tier assignment. So they get adjusted. So we'll see. But
I don't know how that works.
But that doesn't help us at all. That doesn't help us here at Orange County, where Disneyland's at, right? And Disneyland has to get to that yellow tier, which is going to be very hard to do, I would say.
Hi, Jay Beeler and Jeffrey.
Man, I put your phone right where I want it to be. Okay. So let me see if I have what I'm looking for. Yes, I do. So we're going to go over this right here real quick. So theme parks right now can, it has 2 levels for theme parks. Where's my moderator? You should hit show. Okay, somebody did, so good. So theme parks right now, if you're a smaller size theme park, you may resume operations in Tier 3 orange. And I'm sure you guys have been watching YouTube and watching the news and stuff, so some of this information might be a little redundant, but we're going to talk about it and go over it and then talk about how we feel about it. You have a limited capacity of 25% or 500, whichever is fewer, and may only open outdoor attractions. Ticket sales limited to visitors in the same county. So what that means,
Disneyland would only be able to have 500 people in there.
No, if they were a small theme park. They're not a small theme park.
Okay.
But small theme parks mean less than 15,000 people capacity. So we were talking about Castle Park in Riverside County would be able to open up outdoor activities at a 25% or 500, whichever is fewer. So it'd be 25% for them. But only people who lived in Riverside would be allowed to go to Castle Park, even though you have San Bernardino County and Orange County very close to it. So, and I don't think even Disneyland being, if those same rules apply to the larger theme parks when they get to the yellow tier, that's saying Disneyland would only allow to have Orange County residents go to that theme park. Orange County is not very big compared to LA County. So that means that, you know, that's very few people, and not all of Orange County is just going to say, hey, I'm going to Disneyland. There's few of us who love Disneyland that much and want to go. Not all of Orange County is going to want to go. But if you're a big theme park, you have to wait till the yellow tier, and then you're limited to 25% capacity. So it's going to be interesting to see. Even let's say we get to yellow eventually, are those that tight of restrictions going to hamper? Let's see. Did you see my message, Josh? Riverside went down to purple from red. They went from come in. They went from purple to red, right? Or because if they went from red to purple, that means they went up. Okay, someone knocked on my door. They came in, left. I don't know. Want to tell me something. But so did they go back up to purple or did they come down to red? Because purple's the worst and red is the second worst. They went up. Oh, wow. So they got worse. So, yeah, that's not good for them. But, you know, with these, you know, Disneyland has all their other protocols in place, the social distancing, the mask wearing and all that stuff. But this, I'll be honest with you guys, we've been stuck in red for 6 weeks now. So how are we going to get to, how can we get to yellow, which we have to get to orange and then to yellow?
Butts home a little bit more.
Well, I agree. Yes.
Because like if it's not necessary to be going out and doing things, because once they opened up stuff, even though people are wearing masks and stuff, I think people are still, I don't know if they are. I'm sorry, because I stay home a lot. So maybe
and we don't go out too much. I mean, I go to work every day.
Yeah, maybe people are going out a lot daily, just like, and you know, hanging out and doing stuff. I don't know. Maybe we need to limit how much we're. Yeah,
and I'll tell you.
Practice social distancing in our families, maybe.
Half-Blood Pirate. Prince, hello, Half-Blood Pirate says, Mom, 1:45 tomorrow. Are you free?
Yes.
For Comp D.
Yes.
Oh, Company D. Shh, we can't talk about those things.
Yes, I'm available.
You should be a little bit kosher to
Hey, look at it. It's my beautiful Canadian friend, Cargo.
Hey, all the way from Canada.
Love you, Cargo. I miss you.
Did you hear about the new drone laws in Canada? Boy, basically nobody can fly a drone. So it's sad because what this really means is that the economy around Anaheim and around Disneyland, we thought like, okay, we're going to lose a couple businesses and then we will come back and once the park opens up in a month or so here, the other business will come back and be alive and be able to survive and continue on. But now, I mean, for us to get to yellow, I'm really thinking that's sometime in 2021.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think we've been stuck at red for a while now, and then we have to get to orange, and then you got to be in these things for more than 3 weeks, for 3 weeks basically, and you have to be perfect. And if you're not perfect, but we have some areas in our county that other health equity metric would also keep us behind if we have if we're not careful. Some
condensed areas in our county.
So
condensed cities.
This new announcement really is kind of a bummer. I understand, I guess, but I still believe that I feel very safe when we went to a theme park, Knott's Berry Farm, compared to going to a Walmart. I feel safer because I feel they're more strict when it comes to the rules and following those guidelines, because they know what's at risk and they don't want to get shut down.
Yeah.
But
I think it would be kind of hard. Like, let's say Disneyland did get to yellow and opened up. Like, you have to stay at that less than 1% to stay open. So let's say they opened up and then our county got a couple of cases, and then they would have to close again, right?
Well, really, honestly, I think by the time you get to yellow, which is minimal,
you think it won't spread as much?
To be able to get there, you almost have to be perfect per se. So I think that, so to get to yellow, like to be in that status, things have to be going perfect. And I would like to see what happens in San Francisco, especially during wintertime when people are going to be staying indoors a little bit more. It gets really cold up there in San Francisco. So it's going to be curious to see where their numbers go, Yeah. And I wore this shirt, you guys, because basically I was saying, peace out, Disney. I'm sorry, but it doesn't look like you're opening anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And it's one of those things. And so this is my prediction, and don't hold me to it, but I'm thinking yellow comes in March, April, maybe even June of next year. Orange County, just so you guys know, is not most of the cities, and I would say most of them, a lot of the cities in Orange County don't like wearing their masks as much as other parts.
We have a lot of people that don't like to wear masks.
So for us to get there, it's going to be rough, and it's going to be a long road. Just like I said, we've been in red for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. We cannot get to orange. And when I look at let's scroll down here, and I'm going to look at Orange County here real quick, so we can look at their numbers. Where are we at? We're right here, this little tiny county. So Orange County is having 4.6 new COVID cases per day per 100K. So I'm going to pop that on the screen so you can see it. It might be a little small for you guys, but it's right here in the middle. 4.6. 4.6 adjusted case rate for tier assignment. So it's the same. 4.6 puts us at the bottom of the red tier. So it's very possible that we could move to the orange tier.
Yeah.
But that's a big step.
But we would just have to be a little bit more responsible.
And then let's say you have a holiday and then you jump right back up to the red tier,
But that didn't happen last holiday, did it? I don't think it did.
We've been sitting at the red tier.
Yeah.
But then if you look here at the positivity rate, 3.2 positivity rate. So we actually fall into the orange category when it comes to positivity rate there. Here's the thing that gets you too, is the 5.6 health equity quartile positivity rate. So that basically jumps us back up to the red tier.
I feel like I'm in math class.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm like,
and there's going to be a quiz at the end of this live stream.
It's too much. It's too much.
You better remember what Orange County is at. No, it's kind of crazy. So, and what that 5.6 is talking about certain cities, Santa Ana, Garden Grove, Anaheim, have a higher positivity rate than the rest of the county. So it's taking those and saying, well, if you can't get those few cities under control in your county, you can't open up the whole county, is basically what it's talking about. And so that's kind of crazy, because the whole county can be doing good, but you can have one city that's doing poorly, and you kind of suffer as a whole.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is, I guess. Where's Wanganiza tonight? I don't know. Wanzanya. I call him Wanganiza.
Sometimes he's listening and working.
Yeah.
But maybe he's not here tonight. I know he's been busy today.
So, I mean, but I'll be honest with you, on a positive note of this is that it looks like we're probably going to get Knott's Berry Farm food event.
Yeah.
Because Knott's Berry Farm is not going to be able to open up. So I bet you, I bet top dollar we are getting a Knott's Berry Farm food event, and we will be there 100%.
That's a good question. Michael says, or would Orange County friends be able to buy tickets and then we can pay them back? So how would that work? Do they
verify ID?
Okay.
So when you buy a SoCal ticket, they verify ID. They verify basically zip code is what they look at. They have a range of zip codes they look at, and that's what they do.
So when you go up to the window, they check, or
you have to, each ticket, they validate your ID. That's so when you buy. So just so you know, when you had, I don't know if they even still have it. When you have a SoCal Select annual pass holder, they verify your ID. If I'm buying 2 of them, I have to have 2 different IDs. I have to have ID for myself and an ID for Becky. They won't accept my ID to buy 2 SoCal Select. You have to show an ID for each one. And so when you get those SoCal deals on tickets, each ticket you have to show an ID, and that's at the ticket booth. That's not necessarily at the, I don't think at the gate, but maybe at the gate. If you buy it online, then I think you would have to show it at the gate. But they do validate your zip code when it comes to those things.
A regular ticket.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, well, even a regular ticket, they're gonna treat it the same way they do with their SoCal Select stuff or their SoCal tickets. They're gonna treat it now. They're gonna have to treat it all as a whole.
Alfred is asking, what do you think would happen to all the pass holders? I think they're gonna keep us on hold for a while.
Yeah, I think we're on hold, and it's a weird situation, because if you're a pass holder that did not put a lot of money down and still had a payment plan, it's okay if they just cancel you or anything because you didn't put a lot of money down. But for like us, I put a huge chunk of change for our passes. I mean, I paid off more than half. I probably paid for 75% of our passes up front, and then we're making little tiny payments throughout the year. I don't know why I should have just paid the whole thing, but
I know.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I don't know. My brain doesn't work sometimes. But so if they just canceled our pass, it would not be beneficial to me because I put so much money up front. It was like I almost paid for the whole year. So I'm pretty sure they're just going to keep delaying. And then when they open, they'll say, now your passes are effective. But what do they do with all the pass holders that don't live in Orange County? This is going to be really screwy. If this goes on long enough, I don't think Disney would ever refund us all a prorated rate of what we put as a down payment, like how they would calculate that and per person, or do they refund everybody who's not in Orange County and tell Orange County pass holders, you guys are stuck with us? Which I'm fine being stuck. It's not a big deal, but I just don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, like I don't mind. We're not losing out on anything.
Yeah.
So that's fine, but I agree. I don't think they'll refund everybody. I think if you want to stay on hold, I think they'll let you.
Yeah. Jeff Pike says we paid in full. I wish it was easier to understand what refund math Disney is using, right? You know what, Greg or Cindy, this give us a pass holder credit for Walt Disney World. That could be an option. That would be what a great option. Like,
yeah, that would.
You can use here. You have this much money left, or you've paid this much and you haven't been able to use it. Here's a credit towards a visit to Walt Disney World, tickets, hotel, whatever, and Disney dollars.
That's right, DDG. You're correct. So if you were making payments, you would call and ask for option B. Now you do have to call and ask for that before your pass expires. If you let your pass expire, it just expires, right?
I believe so. And you can still call. It's not that busy right now for them. So just give them a call. The annual pass holder customer service line. You can find it online. I know we talked about it in the past before, but you can find it online and it's there, and it's something that you can do. That's what we did. We went with option B, and so we're on hold right now, basically postponing our pass to be reinstated when the parks reopen. And then, but for Knott's Berry Farm, this is really going to mess with them because they offered everybody 2021 free if you bought your season pass. They have a season pass, so they renew every January to December. That's how it goes. And at the end of December, you renew for the next year. It's every year you renew at the same time. So now Scary Farm already said, we're going to give you all 2021 for free. But what happens if this runs into 4 months into 2021? They're going to give us 2022 for free? I mean, you know, and I haven't even heard did they adjust for Scary Farm, because we get fully loaded on Not Scary Farm. We're fully loaded,
we have
everything.
The Not Scary Farm passes too, and the food passes and the drink passes. So
Disney Gem says, I did hear through the grapevine that they will honor B even after expectation, so check to be sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will. Hopefully. Yeah, because our passes expired back in May or June or something. May, I think it was. But I called them before the passes expired, and they just put us on that hold or that extension. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, because it's just gonna be, I don't know, it just really just kind of throws everything off and puts us into a different world, I guess. Sorry, I had to send Becky a pic of something before I forgot. Okay, Cargo.
Cargo sent me a pic.
Yeah. So what do you guys think, man? I mean, I really am thinking Disneyland won't open until March, April of next year. It could be even June. So so most pandemics in history have lasted 18 months. That's a rough estimate. Okay, don't quote me on it or anything, but I think that's around the time frame that pandemics have lasted. 18 months for this would be next June. So are we looking at next June? I mean, barring everybody following the rules and staying home. But see, here's the problem.
Here's the hard part. Winter's coming.
Well, no, but here's the problem too: is we're working. I'm working.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people who live in Orange County and who drive to LA, who drive to places that have higher cases.
You're in LA County, huh?
Yes, that have to deal with people in offices, people in businesses, retail establishments, restaurants, and then they come back to Orange County so they can contract it. Maybe they drive to San Diego, maybe they work in San Bernardino or Riverside. So because we're not just shut down like this is just going to disappear. We're out living regular life when it comes to work, still practicing social distancing and wearing masks and trying to follow safety protocols and stuff. But still, that puts people at risk to catch it and then bring it home to their home county, home city, and keep that spread going. So I think it's gonna be interesting.
I don't know about everybody, but I think a lot of people are being responsible. If they find out they're exposed, or if they find out they're not feeling well, like us, like when we went and got tested, you had a fever and we just went immediately, found out, and quarantined until we got our results back. So hopefully people will do that. My concern is maybe the people that don't have health insurance, but I hear, there's
a lot of free testing sites, places you can go to get tested, but what do you do when you're sick? I mean, I guess there's still free stuff, but those places are usually crowded, and then it's tough, man. It's tough.
Well, Daily Room may be cheaper.
Crazy deal flights these days. So there's crazy deals on flights to Walt Disney World. Well, here's the thing. Winter is coming, Becky said. And so with winter, more people staying indoors. That means more families probably being closer to each other than they might normally be. So the spread could happen that way too.
And Cargo says she feels bad for the elderly because it's hard for them to stand in the lines to wait and go into stores, and it's going to get worse come winter. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I just, let's see. My sister lives in Garden Grove, and she said there's a fair amount of anti-maskers where she lives. Yeah, I mean, that is I'll just say this. I work in LA County, and people wear masks more there than they do in Orange County.
Yeah.
As far as what I can see. Now, I'm sure there's certain parts of LA County that they're not, but for the most part, I think more people are following the rules there than in Orange County. Because I know when we drove by the beach and different areas, like it was not happening. And you know what? And I understand you're out in the sun. They say pretty much the sun just kills this thing. So I can understand if you're social distancing and you're sunbathing, you don't have your mask on. I can understand that. But when you're shopping in a grocery store around people, walking by them, you should wear your mask.
Yeah, and have it over your nose.
And I don't mind, like, you got to eat, you got to take your mask off. That's fine. You're sitting at your table with your family and friends. And
there's a good comment here. Jeff says winter plus holidays, COVID is stoked. We're canceling Thanksgiving. It will just be our household and my older daughter. But we're not going to have, we usually have some extended family, and my daughter's father-in-law and his daughters, they all come over our house for Thanksgiving. Our house is the place to go to Thanksgiving, for Thanksgiving, I should say. So we are canceling that just because we want to be responsible, and we don't want to have so many people in the house and in a tight situation. So, it definitely will be different for the holidays.
Yeah, just know your surroundings, know who you're hanging out with, who you're around, because you can still be responsible and have a good time, and you don't have to sit in your home all the time, but you do need to be responsible when you go out.
Yeah.
We don't go out often. We've been out to dinner a couple times. We did go on vacation the last month, and when we were around a lot of different people, we were pretty responsible. But and there's times where sometimes you just kind of forget. You're having a good time, and you're like, it's got to be on your mind. I know we've all messed up. I've gotten out of the car and forgot my mask, and I'm walking up to a store, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go back to the car. Like, oh my, I'm glad I didn't go inside. But things like that happen. But still,
have a good night, Steen Bean.
Have a good night. I'll miss Scary. Yeah. Last year was my first year, my very, very first year for scary events, for Knott's Scary Farm, Queen Mary Dark Harbor, all that stuff.
And that's completely true what Carla says. Even if you hang out with people in your bubble, you can still contract the virus. That's definitely true. And because you're hoping that your bubble's safe, and there's no way to know until there's the symptom, I guess.
Yeah. And what I'm saying, like, too, is like, there's nothing that's foolproof. There's nothing. Your mask is not foolproof. Your bubble's not foolproof. Your family that you live with in your house, it's not foolproof. But you can reduce the risk as much as possible. And hanging out with people that that are being responsible too, that are in a bubble.
But also, it's true if they get it and they don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can minimize your risks, but it doesn't mean you're not going to get it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's just a risk for everybody to get it there just is. There's no way to avoid it. Hopefully, we don't, and hopefully, everybody just tries their best, but there's no foolproof way to avoid it.
Yeah, there's not much you really do there. So I wanted to talk about a little bit. I wanted to go into, well, actually, I think we already covered all this stuff. I was talking about the colors and the parks.
Did they talk about the indoor rides only or the outdoor rides only?
Yeah, that's another thing too, you guys. So like they said only outdoor rides can operate. Now, I don't know if that, it says outdoor attractions only, but see, so that's when it's talking about the orange tier and the smaller parks. But when it says the yellow tier, the larger parks, nowhere on there does it actually say no indoor rides. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at on the screen here. This is from the government's website. Amusement parks and theme parks, new. It's the tier status and when they can open and stuff. So you see right here in the middle of the screen, it says moderate orange. Smaller parks can open with modifications. Outdoor attractions can only can open. But when you come down here to minimal yellow, larger parks can open with modifications, but nowhere here does it say indoor rides only. Now, there's another thing here where maybe it might say it and I might have missed it and I didn't read through all of this. But this is from, just so you know, this is the government's, California's guidance for theme parks. And so he says capacity must be limited to 25% of total facility occupancy based on the design, operating, blah, blah, blah. Capacity on all indoor dining and drinking established within the theme park must be limited to 25%. Operators must follow modifications in this guidance and be prepared for inspections by public health officials. Operation must address blah, blah, blah. Updated tier status, blueprint. I've already been there. This says nothing there.
It doesn't say anything.
No, it doesn't say anything about.
Where did we hear that? Where did we?
I think I heard somebody else talking about it, but there's a clear distinction there. It says yellow. Where was it at? Right here. It says in the orange, you have to have outdoor attractions only. But in the yellow, it does not say that stipulation. And if it was meant for the yellow, it would say it. It doesn't say follow all of orange procedures plus yellow procedures.
That's silly because you can't even open if you're in the orange.
That's what I know. So, but I'm saying some people are assuming because the orange says smaller theme parks can only have outdoor attractions, that it must apply for yellow also. I don't believe it does, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I believe once you get to that yellow status, that means you're doing so good that you can't have indoor. Now they might say you can only have outdoor queuing unless you're walking right onto the ride, but I think that you can have indoor. The yellow tier does not mention only people from the county can come also. Yes, that was from earlier rumors too that talked about that. So it's very possible this is their plan. They're saying, we understand Disneyland cannot operate from just people living in Orange County, or we understand Universal Studios won't operate from just people living in LA County, or Legoland can't operate from people just living in San Diego County. So when you get to that yellow tier, it's a little more relaxed when it comes to those certain guidelines that are happening in the orange tier, That's just, now this is my opinion.
Hi, Beverly.
Don't hold me to it, but just want everyone to be able to say hi to Beverly. She's on Facebook right now watching us. Hi, Beverly. Welcome. I'll always remember waiting in line at Knott's Berry Farm and seeing you there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's let's see. Ryan says, just makes me sad when Disneyland president said in his statement, Disneyland to remain closed for the foreseeable future. That means a long time.
Well, yeah, because you can't give, how can you estimate a date with these numbers and everything? You just can't. I mean, you can't give false hope to people and say, because it's just something nobody has control over.
Really, what this looks like is until we get a vaccine, we're not going to be anywhere close to opening the parks. Here's my issue, though.
Hi, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
So Disney Diva Gem says, so with 25% at
basically pre-COVID, May, the capacities would change permanently. I don't know. Disneyland right now should just change their capacity to 15,000 and say we're a small park. No, they couldn't do that.
Yeah, there's no way to know.
No, but then they would only be able to let 500 people in.
Yeah, there's no way to know when it's going to open, unfortunately.
Hey, Rosie. So, but here's my thing is just the rules are so weird here in California. It's just so out of whack. Like, they haven't released some sporting event rules which show you can have sporting events inside, I believe. So it's like, I can gather people inside a sporting event, but I can't gather people inside for a ride. You're going to have more people in a arena than you would in line for Space Mountain.
Well, not even in line for a ride. I mean, just to go into the theme park itself, because
it's just the rules are a little crazy. They're a little wonky. They're a little wackadoo in my mind. But that's what we get. We live in California, and that's kind of what it is. I mean, and then I can change about it. I love the weather here, and
I don't even know what we have planned coming up because it gets to your busy season for work. So
yeah, we don't do a lot of vlogs. I did one year. I tried to do Vlogmas.
I did Vlogmas before.
And that was rough though with work and stuff. That was rough. But what sporting events for inside? They're only doing pro sports right now. Yeah, Jeff, but then too, like, so here's an interesting thought, and this goes off on a little tangent, but so LA Lakers won the NBA championship, right? That did almost nothing for the LA economy whatsoever, where normally if a basketball team, the LA Lakers, won a championship, you know how much revenue that would bring into Southern California just for the games alone. So when you go to championship games, that brings in people from out of state, from all over. They fly in for these games, and then they boost the local economy. And now the Dodgers are going to the World Series, which is going to do nothing for the LA economy. They're talking about they're going to lose billions of dollars because of the way this is done. Now, I'm not saying it's not the right thing to do.
I was gonna say, what can you do? There's a pandemic, Josh.
You guys all hear that? You guys all hear that?
It's lemonade.
Sugar-free, zero carb lemonade. Like it. But you know what are they going to do? There is a pandemic, and I understand they've put these guys in a bubble, and I agree with what they're doing with that portion of it. But it's just, I'm just talking about the effect on the economy that this is having, that maybe some people don't even think about. Like, just Anaheim alone, and I know we've talked about this, but Disneyland, the convention center, Angel Stadium, pond.
We live by everything, you guys. We live right next to the Angel Stadium, the Honda Center, the pond, Disneyland, DCA, Knott's Berry Farm. We're like close to everything, and we can't do anything.
But imagine your city is based off of an amusement park, 2 sports franchises, and conventions every single weekend. And our city is
not based off of it because it's not technically in our city.
No, but we do have some hotels that are on the border there that, you know, we do get some, like, especially when the pond, or I call it the pond, but now it's called the Honda Center, right? The Honda Center for the Ducks play.
For the hockey. The Mighty Ducks.
You know, we get some overflow from that.
Yes.
But really, Anaheim, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how much money that city is going to have to borrow to balance their budget, because the millions and millions of dollars in tax revenue they get from these things. I mean, every hotel. I mean, there's how many. One day I'm gonna look on Google Maps, and I'm gonna count all the hotels that are open because of Disneyland, and think how much of the room tax and all that stuff that the city is losing. You know, how many hotels are in that area? 100, 200. You know, so that's the city is just going to be decimated when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And then beyond the city, the employees who would work there, like, there's family hotels that have been outside of Disneyland's gate forever, for a long time. And these are not big chains. We're talking about family, like the ones that are right across from Disneyland's gate. Like, those are family owned hotels. They might be a little larger than most family owned hotels, but they are still family owned hotels. Like, are they going to be able to survive? Some of those are going to go out of business.
Yeah.
You know, this will be a chance where if they do go out of business, Disney can buy the property, but still it's just going to be crazy. You know, lots of hotels closing here in Niagara too. Yeah, it's any tourist destination.
Hi, Dadalorian.
That the hotel business and all that stuff is just crazy. Dadalorian, this is the way. Yes, I know. But it's sad though, because like there's so many people who that's what they've done for their livelihood forever. Like, the people who clean the rooms, the cooks who cook in the kitchens, the servers. And, you know, some of those people, they've been doing this for 30 years, 40 years. And okay, that hotel closes down. You say then get a job somewhere else. No, they can't, because every hotel is not hiring anybody right now. They're laying people off because they don't have people staying there, you know? So sorry, we get a little down here, but that's just kind of the reality of things, you know?
And to change the subject a little bit, so DCA's been doing really well though, because I see the little
DCA, Disney California Adventure,
not DCA, Downtown Disney, because I see that they're, you know, when I go on the Disney app, I see that they're closing the parking lot, so that means they must be staying busy. You know,
yeah, on the weekends,
they try to bring like their fall food out and their fall goodies and stuff like that.
So they're doing good. But during the day, like the other day, someone vlogged from there, and it was a ghost town.
Oh, so I should go during the day.
Oh no, yeah, I was watching RJ's stories.
Okay.
The Adventures of RJ. I was watching his stories. He went to downtown Disney. He went in. He was in a shop. He bought some stuff, and he left. He was in and out in 45 minutes. Now that's an accomplishment for downtown Disney, to be in and out in 45 minutes. Usually the line on the weekend to get into World of Disney is like 2 hours. So that, you know, there's only so much merch that people can buy, I think, that people are going to visit there. I think downtown Disney will see a slowdown eventually. But
Christmas is coming.
We are going into Christmas time, so that they'll pick back up. But are those, I'm curious to see.
Maybe they'll bring in, well, they brought in fall treats, so maybe they'll bring in their Christmas treats, and maybe, you know, they'll put some characters on the balconies, like, you know, Knott's Berry Farm did.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do that, but you know, that's been talk. But I don't think they're going to be willing to spend more money to bring people in because they feel that people will still come. That's just my thought. But here's what I think. I think we need to take a day to go to downtown Disney to go eat at a restaurant and just to kind of get a feel to see what it looks like over there.
Yeah, we literally haven't been since the last time we went with Carla and Armando, right? I don't think
we ever went with them. I think we met up with them.
We met up with them.
Yeah.
And then the same difference.
Same difference.
And then I met up with one of my friends, my elementary school friends. She lives in Texas now. We went and had lunch, but I haven't been there in months. It's not somewhere that I go on a regular basis.
Yeah, and so I think that I kind of want to go just to kind of see the vibe, but I want to go on a weekday because the weekends I expect it to be busier on the weekends, but I want to see how they're doing on the weekday and see how they're surviving. I mean, you can always go whenever, but I think we should plan it'd be like a date night, you know?
Okay.
But another thing I just thought of too. So remember Disneyland was laying off 28,000 people. Not Disneyland, Disney was laying off 28,000 people. And then we found out some details about the layoffs where the people that were laying off, they called them or they sent them an email, they gave them notice, and they said, you're on furlough until December 4th, I think it was. And this pretty much guarantees their termination.
Well, this tier thing, yeah.
Yeah, because Disneyland is not opening by December 4th, and I think Disneyland had put it that way to see what the guidelines comes out and what happens, and are they going to be able to open up before they have to lay off all these people? No, I'm pretty sure, and this is the bad news for a lot of Disney cast members, is I'm pretty sure you're getting laid off. And then I think they're going to have to relook at their union workers, and they're going to have to go into talks again and really look at union workers being laid off too, because it's crazy. Lisa and I did not go to downtown Disney before COVID. I think with COVID, I will still not go.
Well, you know what? We don't buy a lot of merch. So that's one thing for us. We do like to go and have a couple of drinks once in a while and get something to eat. But Jackie, there's not a lot of shade in downtown Disney.
No.
So it's really hot there, especially we've been having really heat waves. So it's been like 100 degrees, and I'm definitely not going in 100-degree weather. When it cools down or in the evening, I don't mind. But
the little bit of shade that is there is always taken right now, especially right now because there's limited seating on those benches. Not the benches, the planters that they have throughout.
And there's not
Disney.
Extra tables or anything.
There's limited seating there, so you can't just sit anywhere.
It's really hot, so that's what deters me because I'm down the street. That's what deters me from going because I can't go out in the heat, not even for a little bit. It really affects me. So it just makes me miserable. So it's been like 98 degrees out here and they don't have any shade and it's all concrete. You know, they do have some trees and stuff, but it's a lot of concrete. So it just gets really hot in downtown in downtown Disney.
So like here's downtown Disney. This is what I'm talking about. A planter with a tree on it. Well, every 6 feet you can't sit. They actually block it off. So this tree only provides a certain amount of shade on this whole planter, and that's all you get. You know, so right there's a few, but then there's no shade here. You get a little tiny bits of shade in there, and that's it. So
Jackie doesn't mind the hot weather. I can't do it.
But I'm curious too, though. Like, is Disney giving a break to the people who are renting retail space in downtown Disney to help keep them afloat? Because some of these bigger places, Tortilla Joe's, the Jazz Kitchen, how long can they survive off of limited capacity with the rates? I'm sure they're paying very high rates to be in downtown Disney. So it's going to be interesting to see. But boy, I'm just pulling up the map right now, and I'm like, oh, I kind of miss Disneyland. There it is. That's before Galaxy Edge opened up.
Cargo had asked earlier, like, what food or what snack do you miss the most? Like if you were missing a food or a snack, what would it be? Or a drink?
Well, I haven't. That's easy for me.
What?
There's a staple there that I never got for the first few years of us being annual pass holders. I never got this snack. I never, or this meal. I just didn't do it, and I didn't think very much of it. But over the last couple years,
grilled cheese and basil soup.
Yes, the Jolly Holiday Combo. That has been a staple of my Disney diet, I could say. And
oh, look, here they come.
I missed that one.
Here they come. Let's see. I miss pumpkin spice coffee. They don't sell it online. The Dole Whip, the Plaza Chicken. Dole Whips are always a favorite.
Yeah. Now, ever since they opened up the what's the place, you guys, in Adventureland that they opened up? The little side shop right there. Oh my God, by the Jungle Cruise. What is the name of that? Tropical Hideaway. I do love me a good Dole Whip float, but man, they got some variations of the Dole Whip that I do love. I really do love, though.
I like the...
Yes, Michael, I know you would always like the Bow Balls.
I like the Dole Whip floats with the pineapple juice. But I think our staple is always the grilled cheese and the...
Well, I love the Jolly Holiday Combo, which is the grilled cheese and the tomato basil soup.
We seem to get that frequently, and I do like to get just a chocolate vanilla swirl. That's one of my favorite
And
things.
before I forget, I do have to tell you guys, if you want to see Michael tomorrow in our video, it'll be released about 7 a.m. tomorrow, maybe 6 a.m. This boy likes sake. That's all I could say. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. The thumbnail's gonna say it all for me anyway. But
oh, clam chowder bowl.
Woo-wee.
Popcorn with tea from Kid Alt TV.
So Kahlo is a great bang for your buck. What happened? Where's
Jeff Pike said he liked the sharing popcorn.
Okay.
Dole Whip, lemon, blue, raspberry, and hot dogs award. I love award wieners. Their bread is so good, huh? DDG. Their gluten-free bread. Oh, I love it.
You know what? You know what I miss?
Pizza Planet gluten-free pizza.
Gluten-free pizza from Pizza Planet. That pizza is so bomb.
We haven't had it for a while.
And I can't have it because I'm on a diet. I'm on a carb diet, low carb diet.
I bought some cauliflower pizza.
But that'll be our cheat day. When we go to downtown Disney and do our date, that'll have to be a cheat day because I don't know if I can go to, but I don't want to really go to Tortilla Joe's because we eat Mexican food all the time. But I do enjoy that Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen food a lot.
We could do Jazz Kitchen.
That food's pretty scrumptious.
Okay.
If not, we can go to Catal. But I like that Jazz Kitchen food.
Yeah.
It's super yummy. Super expensive, but super yummy.
They have
and I do love Naples. I love the Naples pizza so much, but I know you can't
Does
really
Naples
do that.
have DDG? Do you know if Naples has gluten-free pizza? I could do that. I have been sticking to my gluten-free. So
Jeff, even though you beat me, those were some of the best times on Blab, Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. I mean I love that competition. That competition is fun. That is like just takes it to another level, you know? And then when you're playing with a champion,
hi, Rosa.
When you're playing with a champion like Jeff Pike on that ride, it's like one day I will be good enough to conquer that man.
Yeah.
One day.
Jeff is a serious player.
You know? Yeah, Jeff don't mess around. Hey, Rosa.
I'm sure they do.
Hello.
I'm sure they do, DDG. They have to. Because is it the Jazz Kitchen by Haunted Mansion 2? Is that what it's called or no?
No.
What is it
the
called?
Jazz Kitchen is
I know, but what's the one called by Haunted Mansion?
The restaurant?
Yeah.
The whatchamacallit place?
Not with that big sandwich, but the one where I like to get the gluten-free chicken.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The
they probably do because it has to be similar to New Orleans Square.
Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's not popping up on the map right now. I know there's Cafe Orleans and then there's the one right next to it. Someone's got to know this answer. Somebody's got to know.
Yeah, so there they have a lot of they have some gluten-free choice options, I should say. So I'm sure they probably do.
Yeah.
French Market. Thank you.
French Market. I knew start with an F, but I was like family fiesta, and I'm like, no, this is New Orleans Square. It's not one of these.
It's like once we get on here and we're talking, like we forget everything.
Yeah.
We forget the names of everything.
Man, I'm looking at a map, you guys. I'm gonna show you guys just so you guys can see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a map of Disneyland right now, and I'm just kind of scrolling in and looking at all the
Blue
different
Bayou.
things.
Yeah, we haven't eaten there in geez, I can't remember the last time we've been there.
we've never eaten there together.
Okay, then that's over 22 years.
Yeah. I've eaten there
Ooh,
over 22 years. Over 22 years.
I get it.
No, I remember my mom when I was younger took me there. And I had pork with I think they had apples on it or something. I thought that was the weirdest thing. I was young. But that was like the only time I ever eaten there.
Well, because when we were younger, pork chops and applesauce were a thing.
Yeah, well, I like it now, but then it was just kind of weird. There's the Haunted Mansion, and there's the ride for the Haunted Mansion right there.
The Haunted Mansion overlay this year.
Can you imagine? You walk in to the Haunted Mansion right here, right? You walk in, and the elevators are here, right here and here, and they take you underground, and you get back into this big giant building and ride the ride. I love that. I love that fact. I don't know why. I just do. But man, I do miss the theme parks. Yeah, it's tough.
And I miss the occasional ride on the boat going around and just with the breeze.
Well, that's a great relaxation.
When you can
getting
sit,
on
when you're tired.
Getting on the Mark Twain.
When you're tired.
Around, yeah. You're tired. Or just even pop it on the train. Pop it on the train and doing that 15 to 20 minute ride around the park is just great.
Yeah, I said pork chops and applesauce. My mom used to make that when we were younger. I just always remember she'd make some pork chops and applesauce and then a side.
You know, I've never had a Monte Cristo from Cafe Orleans, so that'll be on my bucket list of things to do.
I've tasted it, but it's just so big and it's like breaded and
it's definitely a share
Yeah,
food.
I can't eat it. It's like deep fried and everything.
Well, and with the diet that I've been doing, my portions have been a lot smaller. Like I cannot eat a big portion. Well, I'm sure I probably could.
But we shouldn't.
But I don't eat huge portions. Like I thought what you gave me for dinner tonight was a huge portion.
But it was a lot of salad though, so it would.
I just thought the chicken part of it too. I was like, ooh, that's a lot of chicken.
Well, we shared half a breast.
Yeah,
so we got half a breast.
It really wasn't that much, but it just seemed like a lot for what I've been eating lately.
Yeah, it was kind of. I felt such a Becky. I make a cranberry applesauce with my pork chops. Ooh, that sounds good, Cargo.
You guys, look at the. I'm sorry. I'm ignoring you guys.
I know you're on the live
Look
stream.
at the Matterhorn. Look at the Matterhorn. Look at how beautiful that looks.
He's not even talking to you guys. They're paying attention.
Look at the Matterhorn.
You can get the Monte Cristo gluten-free. So they must deep fry it. Like when I want to make deep fried, like if I want to do a fish fry or something like that, and I know I'm going to deep fry or bread something, I just use my gluten-free all-purpose baking flour.
Yeah.
And that's what I dip in the, like when I made the fish the other day, that's what I used.
Look at Big Thunder.
It sounds good, Cargo, because of the tanginess of the cranberry and the sweetness of the applesauce.
It's crazy how they jam that ride in this little mountain area right here, and it's such a fun ride.
Those turns when you slam into me.
Yeah. And like you don't even realize
the mountains look like pine cones
under each other. Huh?
The mountains look like pine cones.
And then even you can go over here to Splash Mountain and get a good.
Talking about big portions, Kiko and them, they got 4 plates and split it, and Ocean's One in Vegas.
Oh, you guys went to Ocean's One. How did you guys like it? Was it okay? What did you get? You have to tell me. What did you order? Did you get the lollipop chicken wings? Come on.
The salmon was really good. And what else did we get that was good? Oh, that quesadilla.
Everything. Oh, the filet mignon quesadilla. What?
She wants to see the pirate ship since you want to show the map.
The pirate ship. Okay, the pirate ship is actually on this map. There it is right there. Let me see if I can get a nice. Ooh, look at that's a great view of it right there. Look at there's the pirate ship. Man,
how empty that is, and to think when it's full, like it's so hard to walk through there.
Yeah.
Hey, Cold Rumor.
Hey, Cold Rumor.
I don't want to think about the guidelines. Yeah, they're going to be really
tough, man. It's
really strict.
Yeah, it's it's just such a tough thing to think about, you know.
Oh, Cool Drummer. I said Cool Rummer. Sorry, Cool
Drummer.
Cool Drummer. I forgot the D. Thank you, DDG.
Oh my goodness. And I just went along with Becky, you guys. So I was like, I just go along. Becky said that's the name. I just said that's the name, you know. But sorry, I should read more. That's probably just the way it is.
I miss going all the way back to Toontown to get my vanilla chocolate swirl.
It's not even ice cream. It's a yogurt.
Yeah, it's so good.
Back in Toontown, it's yogurt, baby.
I
that
do
is
like
the best swirl too. By the way, they make it very big, you guys, very big.
We don't have a regular thing we eat all the time, right?
Where?
At Disneyland.
I just told you my favorite
other
thing
than
to
that,
eat.
but
well, why would there be an other then? That's my go-to.
But we don't have a sweet treat we eat all the time. We don't really do sweets.
No, if I would say the sweet treat that I get the most at Disneyland is some form of a Dole Whip.
And that's very rare.
I don't get churros. I do not get churros.
Once in a great while I'll want one and we'll buy one, but what do we get for snacks? We eat, right?
No, we don't snack too much at Disneyland. We eat meals. We don't get a lot of popcorn. I'm telling you, the Dole Whip is kind of the snack of choice for us at Disneyland, for me anyway. But we don't go long enough. See, that's the thing. You guys have to understand, we're annual pass holders, so
and we live close.
You don't have to understand. I'm just saying we're annual pass holders, so we do get a lot of we eat a meal and then we leave. There's not a lot of time for snacking.
Okay, you know? So I'm gonna read Carla's comment and then I'm gonna read Mike. So Carla said they went twice. They went Friday. They got the lollipop wings, was $5, not $8, because they were bigger. Got the quesadilla with guac. That was
not worth the $2. The guac was not worth the $2 extra. Yeah, okay. You don't need the guac on that.
Yeah, and then the mahi tacos. Oh, we got
added
that
salt. You gotta get the salt on there.
And the Angus burger. Oh, that was good too.
The burger was big. It's kind of like a plain burger.
Yeah.
You know where?
And then
Carla,
go ahead.
You know where you should go next time is go to Ellis Island. The Village Pub Cafe, I think it's called, inside Ellis Island.
Big.
I don't think we vlogged it.
No, we didn't.
It's $16.99 prime rib.
A big piece of prime rib. A humongous piece of prime rib.
Gigantic.
A baked potato and green beans.
Delicioso.
So Mike says if not, Mary Farm comes by, buy us tickets, and we'll come.
Copy that, Roger. Rabbit.
Dole Whip on a hot day. I love it. I like it with the. Do you remember the first time I got it and I was all mad because it was hollow in the middle?
The loaded Dole Whip.
No,
I like the chamoy one.
No, not the loaded Dole Whip. The regular Dole Whip.
It's always hollow.
I know. I didn't like that.
You didn't know that.
I like to get the ones with the one with the pineapple float.
Wait, then they went on Saturday and got the lollipops again, the salmon, the steak with mashed potatoes, and the chicken. It's just such a good deal, right? Like. Once you know of that place, you're like, I gotta go there.
Tell them what we're talking about.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about Ocean's One. It's a restaurant in Vegas, and if you go for lunch, the plates, you can get a plate of food for $5. You can get 3 alcoholic beverages for $10. You can't share it, so it's not like we can split the 3 drinks. Like I have to do $10 and he has to do $10. But they're regular size drinks, and they're really good. And the food was really good. Brittany got the fried chicken. She didn't like that.
Yeah.
But everything else that we got, I got the tuna tartare. I really liked it. Josh wasn't a fan, but it was really good.
It was okay. It was nothing spectacular for me. But you guys,
liked it.
I'm trying to see if I can.
So we did a video.
Oh, I'll go back.
Here you go. You can show?
Oops. I guess I gotta go through the ads again. I don't know. I was going to show you guys so you guys can see what the place is called.
We always end up talking about food. Maybe I'll have to do some cooking videos because I don't know.
The worst thing about being on a diet is the food, not eating all the food. You guys, so here it is. We did a video. It's Ocean One's Bar and Grill. It's over at the Miracle Mile over at Planet Hollywood Casino. The Miracle Mile kind of surrounds the backside of that. It's like a shopping area. You know, all the big casinos, they have those shopping areas. But yeah, we did a video there, and we just showed you guys the food and the great deal that it was. It was just awesome eating all the different things there. And Becky was all excited about the drinks right there. You can see her she's just super excited.
Those are all the drinks that you can pick. 3 for $10.
Look at the chicken lollipops are good. Those and the quesadilla were my favorite thing for sure. But yeah, it was super, super delicious. Did you do And 3 for 10 drinks. Score. Yeah. And it's like hard liquor, man. It's like crazy. So it was super great. Yeah, now you're hungry, right?
Oh, they wanted to do Dirt Dogs, but was packed every time. We got
lucky. We walked right up, but there was a line after we got there. There was a line of a couple people.
Yeah, we went like an early lunch.
But we went on the weekday.
Yeah.
We did go on a weekday. I think you guys were there most of the weekend, and we went on a weekday. So
hey,
Rat
Rod, thank you so
in the
much.
house for $4.99. Thank you for the super chat, Rat Rod. We appreciate it. Love you too, man. Hope Washington is treating you right up there.
Yeah.
I still love the crazy mouse.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just do. And at Ellis Island, they brew their own beer and root beer. Yeah, and they offer that. They offer their own microbrew in the restaurant also. So they have a beer garden there. It's just this little hole in the wall place, right? Like, I think probably when I took Becky there, she's probably a little scared. Like,
no, I wasn't.
Not scared, but like, oh, how good is the quality going to be?
No.
Oh, because my girlfriend Norma?
Yeah. But I will say that the people were really nice. The waiters,
they're
the
super friendly there. Super friendly there.
I was really excited because when I got the prime rib, you get an option of super salad. And I got a salad.
He's got a baby on the way? Another one?
What?
Oh, boy.
Didn't
I tell you, stop at 2.
I get to be an auntie to another baby because those kids love me. I love those kids. So congratulations. So I got a salad and my go-to is blue cheese dressing. And man, I didn't have to ask for extra dressing. And they had big chunks of blue cheese and the blue cheese was thick. It was just a really good meal.
Yeah, so
we didn't show
Ellis Island. That was probably my favorite place to eat. For like that, I wasn't expecting to be as good as it was.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say my favorite place out of everything was Dirt Dogs. The fries and the hot dog.
Yeah, Dirt Dogs was unbelievable. Like Ocean's One was good, but like Dirt Dogs, unbelievable. Unbelievably
I would want to drive to LA. To get a Dirt Dog hot dog.
And then I hear they're opening one up in Downey, which is closer than the one in LA.
You better not eat there without me.
Ooh, I work in Downey. So
but have you guys gone to Disneyland wearing a B-Day pin?
Yes, we have.
And they tell you happy birthday
all day long. Happy birthday. All day long.
Oh, they got a baby girl.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome.
The cast members.
Yeah, so but Dirt Dogs definitely was my favorite.
Those fries.
I had fun at the rotating sushi bar.
Yeah.
I enjoyed because it was just I've never been to a rotating sushi bar before.
Did we vlog that?
So no, we didn't.
We didn't vlog a lot of the places we ate.
We fell into non-vlogger mode.
We were actually planning on vlogging that whole trip and all the food places that we ate, but then once we got there, and we're like, Josh just didn't feel like vlogging, just wanted to relax and hang out and enjoy. So that's what we did. We got to do that sometimes though. Yeah.
And it was just me. I just wasn't in the vlogging mood. It was just like this weird, and it happens sometimes. When you just want to enjoy the time you have. And usually we're able to vlog and still enjoy our time. Like when we went to Ichiban, like I was able to vlog it and still have a good time. But for some reason, for about 4 days of Vegas, I was just like, I'm just not feeling it, you know?
Yeah, but we ate some really, really good places. And Rat Rod saying they got a new house and we have to come visit. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a yes, yes, and yes. That was on our plan for a while. We haven't made it up there yet.
Yeah, we just haven't made it to Washington yet. And that's, we got to we want to go to Seattle eventually and do that whole thing. And I want to go to the marketplace and do all the touristy stuff. But I think with COVID and everything, that just kind of fell off.
Yeah.
I mean, we were supposed to go to Dollywood. That all just kind of fell off the map there. But
I know. I really want to go to Dollywood. They have a really good documentary on her. I think it's on Netflix or is it Netflix or Prime?
Netflix. You guys.
It's a really good
Dolly Parton documentary on Netflix. So good.
Did you watch it?
I watched it with you.
Oh, you didn't watch the whole thing though, did you?
I watched it with you. I was right there. She forgets that I sit right next to her.
Jess says, go to Bellingham, Washington, and see Lisa and Jeff. Well, if we go up to Washington in that area, we're going to have to hit you guys up.
That's going to be the trip is going to be all throughout Washington, hitting everybody up.
I want to see Josh on a fishing boat.
Like if we ever went to Sacramento again, it would really be a trip of seeing all the people we know now in that area, in that vicinity.
Carla, the twinsies, Rosa, and
Marianne
and her family.
Yeah.
We've
and Sharon
and Sharon.
And there's a lot of people up there that we've met through the channel now.
And Jackie's in Reading. She's like,
that's just north. That's just north.
Below or above?
No, it's north.
Oh, okay.
Which is above.
Okay.
Yes. And Ronnie's in Arizona. We know quite a few people in Arizona now too. So if we ever go back to Arizona, we got to visit Ronnie and Johnny. And
I told Jay Beeler that I wasn't going to forget her name because I made a song in my head and I still forgot.
Who?
She'll tell me right now.
Oh, yeah.
I made a song in my head to remember and I still forgot.
That's funny. Yeah, 1.5 hours. That's nothing. Carla, that's nothing. Let's see. My fishing boat is in Alaska. Come on up there too and hang out for some those fat brown bears. Yeah, right? I don't know if I can handle Alaska, man. Come on, Pike. I don't know if I can handle that. I dream of Jeannie.
Oh, okay. That's why. And I remembered the thing and then I forgot. I'm gonna write that down.
That's what everyone says. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, it's just it's a crazy time, you guys. And then, with that disappointing news today about theme parks, that was just kind of a rough we always hope for something good.
I think that everybody, like, you're hoping that you're gonna hear good news, and then but in the back of your head and in your heart, you're like, we know the reality of where we're at with numbers here. So, I kind of didn't think anything was going to happen. I just thought it was going to be another news thing for sake of having a news thing.
Yeah.
But it's rough.
Kind of what rough. It was. It was nothing good. That's for sure. And we kind of knew, like I said, I didn't think anything's opening up this year. In California, any theme parks are opening up, but you always have that glimmer of hope. Like they saw something great at Walt Disney World or somewhere, and they saw something that they would say, you know what? I think we can do it here too.
And it's just weird to us because just about everything else is open. Everything is open, right?
Well, that's the weird part. Like I can go into a shopping mall.
You can go to
indoors into a shopping mall.
We can go to a mall now?
Yes.
I'm not going, but we can.
Yeah. And I can go to a Walmart, which will have hundreds and hundreds of people inside of it. Probably 300-400 people inside of it shopping. Inside. Close contact.
You can get.
I'm not saying I'm trying to be close to them. I'm just saying there are people that are, but I can do things like that. I can go to a bar in Orange County. I can go indoor dining now, 25% capacity. So there's a lot of things. I don't know why my Google just turned on. Hold on. That was weird. I can do a lot of things that don't make. I can go to a gym. Yeah. So. It just doesn't make sense to me because I know how the theme parks are operating here, and I know that they are being very careful, and they will adhere to very strict guidelines, and they will make sure that they are following more the guidance and the guidelines more than everybody else, is. Josh Tyler asked why you don't have any more. I don't have any hair. I know.
What happened?
I didn't shave my head today, so it's a little rough on my head right now. But
Tyler, what happened to his hair?
Tyler, what happened? What happened, man? Midlife Vibe.
Midlife Vibe.
That's funny. I miss that guy. Yeah. So it just the rules just don't see. It just doesn't even make sense. Like. The rules for sports teams versus theme parks don't even seem to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's
movie theaters are open. And you can sit in there for 2 hours with people.
Yeah, it just doesn't
closed in.
Yeah, I just believe, and maybe these people who are running the show don't really go to theme parks, don't have experience with theme parks, don't understand. Like if they would have just went to Taste of Knott's and just saw the precautions that were in place.
But they went to
and
Florida.
would have saw that the team members there, the employees, the whatever you call them at Knott's Berry Farm, would tell people, mask above your nose, mask above your nose. So you have to have your mask on if you're walking. If you're gonna sit down and eat and drink, then you can pull your mask off. But they're telling everybody, but they're enforcing the rules.
But they went to Florida.
We're not Florida.
But they went to see it operate.
And they said in Disney World that things were run very well and they were done great.
Get mad at me.
I'm not getting mad at you. I'm getting mad at my governor and the state. Because I'm out there every day working and I see the precautions that can take place and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. That's all I'm saying. I don't get it. This is what happens when we go longer than an hour. I start getting crazy in the head.
Is that what happened?
I start getting loco.
Your alcohol starts
I'm all loco in
in
my cabeza. But yeah, because my whiskey been kicking in right now.
His whiskey's kicking in. That's
you know
why.
what I'm saying?
Hey, where's Alpha Traveler?
Yeah. So yeah, Alpha Traveler usually by the hour point, that's when he usually jumps on. He must be somewhere else right now, but it's okay. Yeah. Thank you, Jackie. Someone's with me, But it just, if the rules made sense, I would be like, okay, I understand.
Richard just chales con Gavin.
Yeah.
Right.
But the rules don't make sense, so I don't understand.
It's true.
I don't.
It's true. It's
and that's
true.
it. That's all I got, and that's all I got to say about that. You know what I mean?
So next week you want to go to Downtown Disney?
Hey, Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Well, no, this upcoming weekend we have plans already. Jessica's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
We have a couple birthdays that we're doing responsibly, very responsibly.
Yeah, Jessica's is just going to be here with us. So
yeah.
We're getting takeout and bringing it home.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. Rat Rod, you should see my goatee was down to here, Rat Rod. I had it this long, but with the mask wearing, I had to trim it. It was just out of control. 99-cent shots, LOL. We've upgraded in this world, Rat Rod. We're beyond 99 cents. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we took a good vodka shot last week. But yeah, with that, you guys, I think that's going to be it. I think we're going to take me to Downtown Disney, please. I can take you to Downtown Disney, but only on Google Maps. That's the only way I could take you to Downtown Disney. I can be like, here's Downtown Disney. And let me show you right now. There's Black Tap, which is open. And I believe the one above it is open too. And I
think I wanted to check out Black Tap for something.
For what? They have the crazy shakes.
No, I don't.
No, you want to go to Ballast Point, the upstairs ones, I think.
I thought I saw something at Black Tap that I wanted to try.
I don't think so. They have hamburgers. That's what they have. Hamburgers. Ballast Point had some good stuff.
I did see that they had a lot of nice treats. Hi, yeah. Rosie. Welcome back.
You know what's funny is how many people you think walk over this bridge right here and have no idea that it's a bridge going over the street.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
show them the flower thing in case they didn't see it.
Oh, did you guys know? And I know we've talked about this before, so yes, you do know.
Some people might.
Josh and Becky, Lisa B, sending you a shout out for the awesome Halloween decor behind you. Yeah.
Yay, thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that. We love it. Becky made that sign from scratch.
Yeah, it's all crooked.
That's all from scratch. It looks fine to me.
I did it. I just pieced stuff together that I had in a bin, but it came out okay. Could be better, but I don't want to go buy anything.
It came out wonderful.
But you're going to show them something.
Yes, I'm going to show them that. So, oops, I went too far. Okay, let me go there. Do you guys know Downtown Disney, the pattern on the ground and the planters is all based off of a plant. You are walking through a planted world, basically. So if you look at it, look at right here. Here's the stem Is that right? The stem of the plant?
Or the vine.
The vine. And then you have some leaves. And as you get closer down here into downtown Disney, you'll notice the planters are shaped
like leaves.
Wait, where am I at? I'm in the wrong.
You're the wrong way.
I want to go the other way. Let me turn it around. If you're walking through, you'll notice the planters are shaped like leaves, you guys. So they're part of the whole decor. It's all this nature type of decor there. So that's
Jackie
what it
says
is.
the people behind them are waiting for Disneyland to open. Right?
Yeah.
I should put some Disney. Right? I should change them because I made their clothes, you guys. I made the dress and I made the tuxedo for him.
Disney annual pass holders on there.
Oh my God. I'm going to change the sign and I'm going to change them into Mickey ears. That's what they're going to be for Halloween. They're going to be annual pass holders.
Oh okay. That's kind of morbid.
It's true. We're waiting. No, maybe I shouldn't do that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I think.
I thought it was a cute idea.
I think you could do it.
Waiting for Disney to open.
Right?
Jackie, you're brilliant.
I think you could do it for sure.
Put a castle and then say waiting for Disney to open. And then make little mouse ears for this girl and a little.
Can you put ears on the skulls too?
You don't want to do too much.
Or is that too much?
You don't want to do too much.
Okay, I'm just saying, you got enough ears. I mean, God knows you got enough ears for this. I'm just kidding.
I think that's going to be funny. I'm going to have to try to do it by next week.
It's a true story. Now, is that true story to she has enough ears? Or you're talking about something else? I'm pretty sure you're saying true story to something else, but I'm saying true story. She got enough ears.
Good night, Ryan.
Okay, you guys. I think with that, I think we're going to call it a night.
I think they broke into one of the businesses. Listen.
Yeah, there's an alarm going off far away from us. They're always doing.
Ronnie says definitely to do it.
Yeah. Okay. That's what she's gonna do when I go to work.
Tell me not to make the sign an hour before live stream though.
Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that.
That's why it's crooked. I decided to do the sign an hour before last week's live stream.
Makes me cry. All right, you guys. With that, thank you very much. Tomorrow we have a crazy Ichiban video popping. So check it out. Make sure if you haven't hit the bell notification, hit that bell notification. So that way you get notified. And make sure you hit notification for all. So that way you get notified every time a video pops up, you guys. You'll be able to check it out. It's a fun one. I'm telling you, I think it's a fun one, right? You watched it. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it's fun.
She's like, yeah, it's fun. It's okay.
Bye, Rosie. Hey, Tony. Say hi.
Where are we talking to? Where?
Tony was on there. I thought I seen Tony.
Tony, where?
Yeah, they're right there. He says hello.
Hey, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hello. We got an Ichiban video coming out from your hometown, buddy. So that's coming out tomorrow morning. So with that, you guys.
Hey, Sandra.
Buenas noches.
You should be getting your mask probably maybe tomorrow. Hopefully.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be popping out more videos. I got a new computer that is just popping right now. It's making video editing so much better. My son hooking it up again, hooking me up with a PC to hold me over until we get the MacBook. But this thing is super fast. I was able to whip out a video twice as fast as I would have normally.
And we were just talking last week how you didn't want to, he had to end it right after the live stream. He ended up having to use my computer for a couple of days.
Yeah, my computer just it just went like, I'm not going to work anymore. I'm going to act like I'm 150 years old.
So my son ended up giving him like some gamer computer.
It's like a gaming computer, but it's super fast. Like I was like, whoa, this thing rendered quick.
And it has all kinds of like crazy lights on it and stuff.
Yeah, if you go to our Instagram, follow us on Instagram, you guys, you'll be able to see that I put a picture in the story of the computer there. But also, just before we check out, we always say hi to our Patreon members. I want to thank you, Brian, Disney, David, Jem, Mary Ann, Michael, Rosa, Sharon, Carla, Lisbeth, Jesse, Jackie, Armando. Thank you so much for being Patreon members. One day, we're going to have so many Patreon members, we're not even going to be able to say all their names like that. I'm just going to have to flash them through the screen. But then it's not personal. So no, thank you guys very much.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate you.
Your support of the channel so very, very much.
Thank you, Rosie.
Yeah. And with that, you guys, we are going to take off. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like button. And what happens next?
Catch you next time.
We'll catch you next time.